Life is not kind to the weak. It never was. It doesn't wait. It doesn't care. And it doesn't reward good intentions. It rewards discipline. It rewards endurance. And it rewards the one who refuses to surrender. Nice guys really do finish last. If you find yourself being nice, that's got to stop. Be good. Be a good man, a good person. Be respectfully firm, disciplined, and focused, and with clear boundaries. Do not be nice. Be good. Know the difference. Most people talk about greatness like it's a dream. They whisper about success as if it's magic, something that just happens. But you and I know better. Greatness is not given. Greatness is forged in blood, sweat, and willpower. You will hear unsuccessful people say put-downs about people trying to become successful, all while the successful people don't even listen. They don't even care, because successful people are busy working. This is where you have to be, the silent doer. The silent doer. This is the code of the warrior, the way of the few who refuse to live small, the creed of those who wake before the sun, train when others are resting, and build themselves into something unbreakable. There are 10 laws of the warrior mindset, 10 truths that will either define you or expose you. These are them. Law 1. The battle is won in the mind first. Before you lift a single weight, before you face the world, you must conquer the space between your own two ears. The weak man loses before he even begins because he doubts himself, but the warrior wins long before the fight starts. He builds victory in silence, through repetition, through pain, through mental warfare. I made a post on Vision Quest Instagram about a quote my ninjutsu said during a meditation session when I was a student. Sensei said, "The greatest battles of your life will happen between your own two ears." I understood that enough then, but as I have gained more life experience, those words continue to echo a truth that only life can teach you. A true warrior trains his mind like a blade, sharp, ready, and relentless. He knows that if the mind breaks, everything else follows. But he refuses to let his mind break. He shapes his thoughts into armor, his focus into a weapon, his belief into power. The mind is the fortress. Guard it well. Build your mental fortress from granite stone. Law 2. Discomfort is the path. Weakness hides behind comfort. The warrior seeks out the edge, the cold, the pain, the struggle, because he knows that comfort is where dreams die. The body grows when it's tested. The mind sharpens when it suffers. The day you think you've made it, when you think you can relax, that is the day that the decay begins. The average man prays for an easy life. The warrior prays for the strength to endure a hard life, because he knows the harder the climb, the higher the view. Every drop of sweat, every moment of exhaustion, every rejection, every setback, these are not punishments. This is the forge. So embrace the fire. He feels the fire as if it is what purifies him. The warrior is not burned by the fire. He is born from the fire. Law 3. Discipline over emotion. Feelings are fragile. Motivation fades. The warrior does not depend on them. When the world is silent and nobody's cheering, when fatigue claws at his soul, the warrior shows up anyway. Showing up is when you have plenty of time and plenty of rest and feeling great. Sure, that's great showing up, but the real test is when you have a deadline with work or school and you're feeling down and tired and you are not in the mood, but you still show up. Discipline is the rule. Routine is his ritual. He doesn't care if it's raining, if he's sore, if he's tired, if he's alone. He does what must be done because the mission demands it. Discipline is freedom. Discipline is control. Discipline is the silent declaration, I am in charge of me, and I am in charge of my life. Law 4. Pain is a teacher. Most run from pain. The warrior runs towards pain. because he knows that pain has lessons that no comfort could ever teach. Every scar, every failure, every heartbreak, they are not signs of defeat. They are proof that he's fought a battle. Every battle the warrior survives refines him, strengthens him, and purifies him. Pain strips away the illusion. It shows you who you really are when there's nothing left to hide behind. It burns away weakness until all that remains is strength. We hear a lot of talk because talk is cheap. Showing up and feeling the full pain, that is value. So when pain comes, don't flinch, don't curse it. Welcome the pain. Invite the pain to come into your life and invite the pain to stay there with you. Learn from it. Let the pain shape you. Ask for more. Because pain doesn't break a warrior. Pain builds a warrior. Law 5. There are no shortcuts. The world is full of people searching for an easy path, a hack, a secret, a shortcut to success. But the warrior knows there's only one path worth walking, the long, brutal road that demands sacrifice. With all the energy wasted on shortcuts, I am sure it would have just been easier to take the long cut anyway and do what really needs to be done fully. Pay the full price up front. The long cut is the fastest way. The long cut is the only way. A warrior knows there's no substitute for hard work. There's no fast lane to mastery. Every skill, every victory, and every ounce of strength is earned. The road is steep. The journey is endless, but that's what makes it sacred, because the struggle gives the victory meaning. If you think you found an easy way, you're probably on the wrong path. We may be good at talking cheap, but the warrior does not talk this way to himself. No, there are no shortcuts. Law 6. The only enemy is within. The warrior knows his greatest battle is not against others. It's against the man that he sees in the mirror. Fear, laziness, doubt. These are his real opponents. Each morning, the war begins again, between who he is and who he wants to be, between the voice that says, rest and take it easy today, and the voice that says, get out there, it's time to rise. Between weakness and willpower, he fights that war every day, and he fights to win, because he knows that if he conquers himself, the world cannot touch him. Spend the day scrolling, you lose. Don't talk to that person you really want to talk to, you lose. Chase small goals because they are more realistic, you lose. You will not win every battle, but you have many wins to do. Listen to people. They will blame everyone except themselves. As long as they are externalizing the blame, they are not even fighting a battle. They are just coping. Nobody wants to hear the truth, but that is it. It feels impolite to say the truth. But do you want to listen to words that make you feel comfortable, or do you want to hear the truth, especially when it's the truth that will make you face reality and become stronger? The moment you shift the blame internally and you see that the one who saves your life, the one who gives you your dreams, is you, this is when the battle begins. This is when the story gets interesting. This is when your entire essence is captivated in purpose. It's only up from here. You have identified the enemy. You are set in battle with the real target. Law 7. Adapt or die. No battle goes according to plan. The warrior expects chaos. He expects failure. He expects setbacks, but he does not collapse. He adapts. The plan falls apart, and he builds a new one. When the door closes, he breaks another open. When the world shifts, he shifts faster. He is fluid like water, but strong like iron. Like Bruce Lee said, when you pour water into a cup, the water becomes the cup. Flexibility is not weakness. It's survival. It's strength. It is endurance. The weak crumble when life changes. The warrior knows the rules of the game will change as he is playing. When the glitches in the matrix strike, the warrior adapts. Law 8. Purpose before pleasure. The warrior doesn't live for pleasure. He lives for purpose. While others chase comfort, he chases meaning. He sacrifices what feels good now for what will matter forever. He knows pleasure fades, but purpose endures. It is the fire that never goes out, the reason he wakes before dawn, the reason he keeps going when others stop. Pleasure feels good in the moment, but it is a path to being average. It is a path to being mediocre. A pleasure seeker will feel like a good citizen because it is a normal thing to do in this era, to just pursue pleasure or instant gratification. The warrior understands this, and the warrior's goal is definitely not to be normal, average, and his goal is definitely not to be mediocre. Without purpose, life is hollow. With it, every hardship becomes a mission, every scar becomes a story. The warrior serves something greater than himself, and that's what makes him unstoppable. Law 9. Respect the process. Most people quit not because they can't win, but because they can't wait. They want results before they've even earned them. No goal worth getting comes easy, and no goal worth getting comes fast. The warrior knows that mastery takes time. He trusts the grind. He honors the process. Every rep, every failure, every hour logged working on his goals, every lesson is part of the warrior's journey. He understands that the result isn't the reward. The process is the reward. Let me repeat that again. The process is the goal, because that's where the transformation happens. Fall in love with the grind. Live inside the grind, because when you respect the process, the outcome takes care of itself. Law 10. Never break and never bow. The final law, the essence of all the others. Warriors never quit. They don't break. They don't surrender. Like fear, they will feel it, but they will move forward anyway. A warrior will think of the idea of quitting, but he knows quitting is the ultimate loss. When the storm comes, they stand taller. When the darkness grows, they burn brighter. When defeat whispers, they roar back louder. When the universe screams at them, it's going to be hard. You're going to need to make sacrifices. There's a reason people don't do this. You barely can even do it yourself. The warrior screams back, bring it. Every battle scars them, but every scar tells the world, I survived. They know the secret truth. You can't defeat someone who refuses to stop fighting. The warrior mindset is not about winning once. It's about never being broken, never letting the fire die, never letting the world silence your will. The world will say, who do you think you are? Quit embarrassing yourself. Quit today. It's game over. A weaker version of yourself might even believe it, but the warrior laughs and replies, nice try, but the game is just beginning. You cannot defeat someone who refuses to stop fighting. These are the 10 laws of the warrior mindset. To state them again: 1. The battle is won in the mind first. 2. Discomfort is the path. 3. Discipline over emotion. 4. Pain is a teacher. 5. There's no shortcuts. 6. The only enemy is within. 7. Adapt or die. 8. Purpose over pleasure. 9. Respect the process. And 10. Never break and never bow. Live by these laws, and you will not just survive. You will ascend. You will rise above mediocrity, beyond fear, and into the realm of mastery. The warrior mindset is not something you're born with. It's something that you build. Every choice, every day, every battle. So rise, stand tall, face the storm, forge yourself in struggle, sharpen your mind, command your spirit. Remember, the world doesn't owe you a victory, but if you fight for it with everything you have, the victory becomes yours. This is Vision Quest, where few come to remember who they are. I'm just another soul on a journey, but this is not an easy journey, and we cannot do it together. I must do my journey alone, as you must do your journey alone. But as long as I'm alive, I want you to know that there are others out there embracing pain and fighting against themselves to rise every day. And brother or sister, I truly want you to succeed. I promise I will never talk negatively about you or in front of you or when you cannot hear me. I genuinely want you to succeed. I want you to fight your battles, and I want you to win. I am out there silently fighting my own battles and stacking the victories while hoping that you are somewhere out there doing the same, stacking your victories. I want you to succeed, but the only one that can bring you that mindset, the values, the health and wealth and strength that you dream of, the only one who can get that is you. So get it. You have a lot of work and you have a lot of battles to show up for.